this fine, fine Friday. Who have we got here to laugh at my poor fortune, having to play back-to-back Bretonnian games over 2 days? It's good practice, because I got empirical evidence then that I just don't want to get paired into it, so it's not an awful position to be in, I should say. Alright. Cool. Well, I'm joined by... it is Jack, isn't it? The problem is there's 3 of you, so in my head you all blend into one person. You're the only one I've talked to, so that doesn't help. As soon as I've talked to the other 2, it'll be easier for me to remember you each, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Jack's playing Bretonnia Exiles. Do you want to walk through your list, Jack, and we'll go from there?
Sure. So on the far right over here, I've got a Baron with the Frontier Axe, Gauntlet of the Duel, Grommel Great Helm, Virtue of Knightly Temper on a Royal Peg.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got a Baron next to him with Gauntlet of the Duel, Ogre Blade, Virtue of Ideal, also on a peg. A Royal Peg, yeah.
Double choppy characters, love it.
Yeah. And then I've got an Outcast Wizard, level 3, on Elementalism with the Prayer Icon of Quenelles and double the Spell Scroll.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got a Paladin on foot, BSB, with the Falcon Horn.
Nice.
And that's it. Then just 5 Mounted Knights of the Realm, no command, nothing. 5 Mounted Human with no upgrades, I don't think.
Sure.
And then 47 Human Guard with full command and everything, every upgrade. 7 Pegasus Knights with full command and the Vanguard banner.
Mm-hmm. And
then 2 Bombards.
Good old Bombards. That's the thing that makes the matchup particularly cursed. Tom's here. How are you doing, Tom? If you weren't playing the Bombards, I could probably castle up pretty effectively. But because you are playing the Bombards, it's very difficult for me to just not die at range as I avoid all of the horrendous stuff. You haven't got the Killing Blow character, which is not particularly unusual for Exiles, but it does make the game slightly easier for me.
You got Opal Amulets though, don't you?
Only one.
Only one. I mean, I played my brother. He had 2 of them, and I still killed him. Kill and blood him.
Dave says, great to sit and watch the good toll for a change. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Perfect. All right, so I'll walk through my list. I mean, everyone will have seen it a couple of times already, but because it's the same one. But I've got a Prince who I've gone for Blood of Calidor. The reason for that is it gives me the cheapest way to get an armor and ward save. So I get up to weapon skill 8. I've got a 6-up ward at all times. I have a 5-up ward once per game from my Charmed Shield. I've got a 2-up ward once per game from my Opal Amulet. I've got a 5-up regen. I do have Impetuous, which is a little bit of a downside, but it's fine. It hasn't cost me yet. If it's ever going to cost me, this is the game it's going to cost me when I'm playing against, flying skirmish Swift Stride. I've got a Noble BSB on Griffin with Dragon Helm, so up to a 2-up save. Got the Enchanted Shield with Great Weapon, Seed of Rebirth as well. And I've got a level 4 Archmage who is on a horse with the Silvery One, so knows 5 spells. No other upgrades there. A couple of units of Silver Helms, full command, and the Ring of Fury, so they can both do hammer hand shenanigans. 6 Illyrian Reavers. I've paid to give them skirmish. I've given them short bows. I think I've kept the cavalry spears as well, just because I had a couple of spare points. And they've also got skirmish as well. Can't remember if I said that. 3 Lothan Skycutters, all of them with bolt throws, which is good, because in this matchup, they are probably going to stay where they start off and just not move all game until they die. And then I've got the 7 Sisters of Avalon, who have a High Sister with the Ruby Ring of Ruin. Great Southern Vineyard says, what cheese are we watching this time? That's, I can only assume, a name-based pun, given your name is related to wine. But yeah, so this is some good old-fashioned competitive practice. So this is one of my hardest matchups, so looking forward to seeing if I can... I mean, a win would be ideal, but for me, I think if I can get this to like a 6-14 loss, I would be very pleased. I think it's not a matchup that's particularly good. I've skewed into choices that are bad against Bretonnians. Like, the triple Lothan Skycutters are pretty cursed in this matchup.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you have a particular game that you wanted to play? Any missions that you fancied?
Nothing comes to mind. No,
We can
not
just
whatever.
Yeah, we can just random one of the missions. I say let's random one, but veto meeting engagement because I don't want the game to be determined by who doesn't get units on the board turn one.
Okay.
Flank attack. All right, sound. That is fine by me. Dave says this is less pegs than usual. Last time you had 10. What do you think the sweet spot is? I think 7 if you're going for the single unit is a pretty solid number.
I like 7, but I also like running a big block of 9 with 2 characters, but in a regular list where I don't have to spend
Big block
points on
of 9.
bombards.
Fucking hell. That is pretty wild. I guess they just
Pure
don't
fun.
die.
Yeah, I do like the Vanguard banner though. Thank you.
Mm.
It's never actually done anything, but I like having it.
What do you mean? You can get a turn 1 charge every game if you want it.
Yeah.
Because your threat range is what, 19-inch charge, so you've got a 29-inch charge turn 1.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not too bad. If I start 5.1 inches back from the board edge, I can live with that. That's doable. So let's just work out roughly where that is. Something like this. So we're playing flank attack, which means we've already got a smaller deployment zone. And I might limit myself to just this section here, which is pretty tiny. Pretty tiny. We should do maps. How do you want to do maps? Do you want to just do the square-based pack where they you roll off, the loser chooses the one they don't want to play?
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Have you used the square-based event pack before, or do you not do that?
I've used it once, but that was when I was at TSN. I've never done it anywhere else.
That's fair. What do you normally do for your map generation?
Random it, normally.
You know what? Fair. In that case, let's roll a D3. That is a 3 on the D3. So flank attack C. Cool. There we go. Jobs are good.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. I'm glad you haven't got the Green Knight, because I'd be in a lot of pain here, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not what you want to see. A wood half out of your deployment zone when you play against the Green Knight. So, something like that. Alright, cool. We do need to write down our flanking force. It's at least 1 unit, and it's up. Is it up to 500 points for flank attack?
I think it's up to a third of your army.
Whoa. The problem is, it's one of those slightly daft ones. So it's one of the missions that people change at their events. So I think I've played about 4 different versions of flank attack. And, honestly, I don't think any of them have been better or worse than any of the other ones. They're all entirely fine. So up to 33%, at least 1 non-character unit. So let's go... Oh no. And there's no +1 for going first here.
No.
Cool. Alright, I'm just going to trust you, but I've written mine down. I need to generate spells as well. So the one spell that I don't get is Pillar of Fire. That is a bugger.
So I've got 3 spells. 1 through 6.
What lore are you in?
Elementalism.
Nice. So no TMP?
I do get TMP, but no...
Oh, it's TMP 3.
TMP 6.
6. Ah, that...
Didn't get Plague Rust, though. Or Wind Blast.
Yeah, no worries. I'm going to swap... I guess I'll get rid of Curse of Cowardly Flight, and I will get Vol's Unmaking. I think that makes a lot of sense in this match here. If I just load in... There we go. Vol's Unmaking, a spell that I ragged on a lot at the start of the edition, and now I'm a lot more positive about after, some games just be like, and you've got no magic items on your Dragon Lord. This is great.
Could be really good, but it's low range, isn't it?
Yeah. Fortunately, against armies like Bretonians, they want to run at you, so sometimes you got to use it. All right, perfect. Well, thanks, Landon. Like this video so Edward can stop pretending to be a urologist. I don't think I've ever pretended to be a urologist. I'm not sure that's that's something I've done. But yeah, let's roll off for first drop, I guess, bud. Excellent stuff. I get a 1. You get a 6. 3, 4,
Uh,
5.
I guess you can draw first.
Yeah, I've got 6. Oh, it doesn't matter, does it?
No.
Cool. Okay, then. So, you're gonna... I just can't afford to get charged turn 1. So. What if I just go a unit of Silver Helms, probably just in line with Woods as much as possible. And they are over 5 from the... In fact, let's get them a bit forward. So the intention is to be about 5.1 back from the line. 5.5, close enough. All right. Over to you. Those damn peasants.
I mean, they like killing high elf dragons.
They like killing high elf dragons.
They do. They did it. Well, they routed my brothers.
Yeah.
But it made it
Well,
out.
how much static combat res have you got? Because your paladin got the war banner.
My unit's got the war banner.
Unit's got the war banner. So you've got rank, close order, banner, war banner, BSB, taking it to 7, so you win on static. Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. That is why I don't run single dragons. I like either 2 dragons or a dragon and a griffin, because it gets you out of that nightmare scenario. But, cool. Okay. What do I want to do here? I guess we can just go... This unit is going to be... The intention here is to be, again, 5.1 back from the deployment zone. I like 6 back. Cool. No, I don't need to be super precise with them. So we've got the sisters with the ruby ring down on the right flank.
Okay. Just gonna drop my human. There. I'm gonna.
Okie dokie.
They aren't skirmish, but they're closed up.
Yeah, same for my Illyrian Reavers. I'll be deploying them probably ranked up, but they are actually in skirmish.
Okay.
So we do want to put this fucker. What I will say is I've probably got to be... Okay. Sweet. Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, there we go. That is the first of the Lothan Skycutters. Is this my international tourney list? This is my first version of the tournament list I'm going to be playing. So this is a singles list more than anything. I think I'm probably going to be tweaking it because I'm not going to have to play against brats, basically. Cool. So you've got... Oh, I got rid of it. I've got 1 Skycutter and the Reavers to drop before characters. I guess we can go... Have you seen the movement stat of a Skycutter? It's 2.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's really not good. So I guess let's just go like so, and because this has got such a small movement, I am going to be more precise with it. There we go. 5.4 from the deployment line. Lovely stuff. Aussie comp. I haven't come across the term Aussie comp before.
I've got artillery.
Hell yeah. We do love some cannons.
I'm going to go in the forest, and this one's going to drop back there.
1 in the centre, 1 in the forest. Makes sense to me. How far away are you? What are they? Oh, they're T7. Bloody bombards have everything. They are pretty nuts for how many rules they get.
100%.
So you've only got... Your only shooting is that... you haven't even got a magic missile. You've just got summon elemental spirits. You were sticking with... Oh! You don't get the Lure of the Lady on the Outcast Wizards, do you?
No.
Never mind then.
I wish you did.
I know, I was going to say, you didn't want to take the regen. God, that would make this list even more oppressive. Okay. So, because they're in skirmish, I've got to be a bit more careful with how I deploy them. So let's go... Yeah. Do I like that? Not really. I think this will have to do. Yep, there we go. That's the Illyrian Reavers.
Okay. I've just got my characters and my peg knights are on my left flank.
Peg Knights. Yeah, cool. Hey, Matt. Matt is here to witness me getting pounded by Bretonians again. I was just saying I've got to do back-to-back nights of getting ruined by Bretonians.
That with the wizard club then.
4:15 in sunny Western Australia. What are you doing awake? Oh, interesting. So characters are starting out of the unit. This one here, the Virtue of the Ideal. Is that the one that does Virtue of the Ideal? Yeah, you can't join units. Okay, that makes sense. Sweet, 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 sweet. So I'm on to characters then. Let's just... you said... oh, you don't tell me where they go. That's fine. So I think what I want to do is go... Dragon here. Griffin here. Both just basically on the line. I'm going to also be base to base. Make sure that you're not doing any sort of crazy shenanigans. And then the Archmage is just joining into the Reavers as well. Again, obviously these are... Fuck off. These are skirmish, but she is joined onto the end of them. Come on, man. Whatever. That'll do. Cool. Yep, so that is me, and then I guess we roll off for who puts down their flanking forces first.
Yep.
You get a 3, I get a 2. Excellent stuff.
Drop mine. Gonna drop it. There.
Nice. I have to go on the same side of you. I am significantly less excited about that. I would prefer not to do that, thank you, but not got a choice. So if you... Okay, let's have a look here. So let's say you move 10 inches. The furthest you can go this way is... What's the most oppressive you can get to? Here. So if I create a ruler, let's have a look. So from here down this line... okay. What if I just went... create the ruler here. Basically, I'd love to put my Sky Cutter just behind the hill, which I think I might be able to get away with, but I just want to make sure there's not giving you any sort of weird angles. So from here to here, this corner forwards. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I can put the Sky Cutter just behind the hill. Which is good stuff. So, Sky Cutter is effectively touching, but not on the hill. And then the Silver Helms, I think the Silver Helms want to be not doing what they're currently doing. So they're just going to be... let's angle them like... They're a marching column, so they can move 1,000,000 miles. Let's just put them like this, I think. You didn't have Wind Blast, did you?
No.
Great stuff. This is great news for Edward and thus the world. Fantastic. Let's call it that then. All right. And roll off a turn. Oh, I should get rid of this.
Oh, you can keep it if you want.
Oh, I get a unit of Peg Knights. Excellent.
Oh.
Sorry, before we roll, do you want a Vanguard?
Oh, yeah.
I'm a bugger for forgetting that.
Yeah, me too. I think I was just going to Vanguard behind the building.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Charges.
Given that I deliberately not given you one, that makes the most sense. All right, cool. Well, I've clicked me, and good luck, bud. Looking forward to it.
Good luck.
What do I think the good matchup for this High Elf list will be? Everything apart from Goblins and Bretonians, basically. Okay, so let's see what we're working with here. I've got to make the most of my one turn of having fly, I think. So, first order of business is just going to be probably straight march 20 inches forwards with the dragon. That seems like a good... do I want to do that? Because if I go... if I go 20, you can just charge me. Oh... you know what? What's the... move 19. No, 15, 24 is basically my radius from here. So if the griffin moves forwards 18, perfect. It does keep me within range. So that's good. So then I'm going to have to march everyone else up, but that's okay. So if we go to... like so, obviously I've got 20 inches on the dragon there. What I'm thinking is, let's say I cast Arcane Urgency on the noble before I manage to do it, and I use my 18-inch fly, and I go here, an inch away from you. Do you think that you're able to get the Baron into the front of my noble?
The front?
Yes.
No.
Perfect. That works for me. Because that is, I think, the game plan that I'm going to go for. So, in that case, happy to move the dragon up level with it, just in case the Arcane Urgency goes wrong. Good stuff there. And then I think we just march the Silver Helms forwards. In fact, the Baron, it's a 19-inch charge range declarable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll come slightly back, so we're not quite within the charge range on the Silver Helms. Don't want to give you anything for free. Going to charge you for it. And then if we just go forwards 9 inches with the Archmage, that puts me, wouldn't you know, within 15 of the Noble. So I'm going to try an Arcane Urgency from the Noble. That is a 13. Do you want to try and Fate it?
I guess. Maybe.
The other spell I've got is Fireball. Oh,
I'm
sorry,
not
hold on.
my Fireball.
Yeah, before
I'll try and Fate it.
Before I do, I'm just going to not move the Silver Helms quite as far, sorry. So they'll be like that.
Okay. I'll try and Fate it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Lovely stuff. So, that means I'm going to go... let's just march straight up, and we'll go... where do I want to end up? Probably... you've not got... oh, you've got another Baron. Let's just make sure that I don't end up in the charge ranges. So that one, nope, I don't. That's good. So then we'll go like this, I think, is the best course of action. So that should be 0.9. Let's just make sure I'm not doing anything illegal. Sound. There we go. So the Griffin is now right in front of your face. Good stuff. Okay. Now, put those bloody Pegasus Knights back in. Good stuff. So, moving on. The Bombard. I would like to kill that Bombard if possible. It's really annoying that you can't put radius on enemy skirmishers. Let me just... well, you can't even put them on your own models. Alright, never mind. 32 from here. I'm just thinking, do I want to try and get my Sis of Avalon into range? I could do that. This unit's there. Basically, just want to make sure that I'm not giving you any sort of vision by doing so. So as long as I'm on this side of it. Okay. Don't love that for me. Don't love that for me. This Sky Cutter we can probably just put over to the... how far away are you? I'd have to move the full 10 inches forwards, which would land me in the terrain. You know what? I'm a gambling man. I'm going to take a dangerous terrain on the Lothan Sky Cutter on the left flank. Hell yeah. Ooh, you love to see it. Yeah. I think I took 3 wounds from dangerous terrain on chariots yesterday, which is, you know, fine. It's what everyone loves to see. I don't know that I want to put the sisters in that direction, so I think what I might actually do is just go 1.4. I can move up to 18.6, so that puts this chariot over here. Very nice. And then I think these sisters... oh, I've linked them. Good job, me. So I guess this one needs to move first. Where does it want to go? I don't really want to move it anywhere. Tell you what, this unit's going to march first, so we'll go 5.6, 7, 8.4, And then I've got another 24, 16, 15.6 inches. Quick maths. Okie dokie. That puts us over on the right flank. And I think, honestly, the Sky Cutter is going to... How far away? 30.6. What I could do is I could just go forwards 2 inches, wheel 0.5, and then that gives me another 7.5, which would put me here. Then get a pivot as well. And the goal would be to be out of your line of sight. So let me just double check if I've achieved that. I have not. So if I just wheel a bit further, basically. 0.5 forwards, mostly just to unlock where I'm at. 1, so 1.5 total. And then I've got 8.5, which puts me to here. Then I get the lumbering pivot, like so. And now I should be out of your line of sight, I think. Excellent stuff. Basically, just make it so it's inefficient for you to charge me with the Pegasus Knights, if that's what you want to end up going for. And then I think these Sisters of Avalon are just going to march 10 inches, because they don't have any great targets this turn. Yeah, cool. That'll do for movement. That will do for movement. Let's move on to the shooting phase then. And I don't think I've got anything apart from the 2 Sky Cutters. So starting off on the right-hand flank, I've got 1 Sky Cutter shooting at the Bombard. I'm going to hit you on 6s, so -1 for long range move and then light cover for being in a wood. That is not what I needed. On the other side, I've got the other Sky Cutter here, and I'll go for the Barrow. No, your lookout surge. Yeah. I'll see if I can plink off a single Yeoman Guard. So, going to hit you on 5s. I miss as well. Lovely stuff. And, yeah, I think that's it for my turn there.
Alright.
Perfect. Over to you, bud.
I'll try and use the horn. I fail. I'll use my veteran.
Nice. Huge.
Okay.
Big fan of that.
That's rough.
John points out, good point, I landed in difficult terrain, so I need to move the Lothan Sky Cutter an inch back. But it is still within range to shoot the Yeoman Guard, so it's not a problem there. Thank you, John. Cyrundus, for Fix My List, it is in the Discord. There is a channel called Fix My List, and I open it up for list submission on the Thursday before the Fix My List stream.
How
so
are
that'll be
we
next
doing
Thursday.
TMP?
However you fancy.
I feel like it's a bit much to say I can do the full thing when I've got the big block.
That's rules as written.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it is what it is.
Well, I'll try and get it off.
Mm-hmm.
It's on a 7. I get it off?
On a 10 total.
Yeah.
Yep, so I will try and fated that one. I'm pretty sure I'm not in range. Yeah, I'm not. Cool. Oh, great. I'll stop it.
Well, there's a lot that's went wrong so far.
Yeah, this is like the best case scenario for me. Have you heard of the term streamer luck?
I've not.
Well, I'm a streamer and I'm lucky. It's working out alright for me so far.
So if I go into your Prince with my Baron, I'll just die.
No, you might not die. You might die on my turn instead.
I'm just not gonna. I mean, I could kill you. 5 attacks with Ogre Blade.
That is theoretically possible. Yes, I agree.
It's not gonna happen though. And I can't beat that guy in combat res because he's a BSP.
I'd like to be both if possible. Yeah, so he does less damage, but he does still have 7 attacks between him and the Griffin. Still has D3 stomps, and then he's got the static combat res of 3.
How many wounds does he have?
5, but he's got either a 2-up save or a 3-up save in combat.
Okay. So I don't think I'm gonna have any charges.
Sound. Horn failed, yeah, on the reroll. It's one of the downsides of having it on your paladin. It didn't make a difference here, but leadership 8 instead of leadership 9 on the rerollable does make a little bit of a difference. Turn these off now.
Yes. Okay. Let's do the easy thing. I think these are just gonna
just going all the way out there.
And this Baron's gonna flip in them.
That makes sense to me. And they're all just skirmish still, right?
Yeah.
Fan-dabby-dozy.
shuffle 4 to the side, I think.
It always feels odd to see cavalry moving sideways. Do it myself, but it does
Yeah.
feel bizarre.
Feels weird.
Yeah.
I think the Baron's also just gonna fly out of the way.
That's very reasonable.
These go 8 to... Wait. They go 8 to there.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna move these. They're not worth anything. Let's just fucking...
Yeah, sure. So getting out in the open. See what we're working with.
Yeah.
So really affect high elves outside the burbs.
It's still countercharge.
Yeah, I think the horn not going off is really big for me because it means that I'm going to be able to
Wait, I can't
use
fucking
these chariots
grab
offensively
my
if I
thing.
want to.
I'll make it flat. Oh, I would've.
Cool.
Eight to there. Then I could reserve move to there. Is that safe?
I can't see you with anyone.
Alright, so I'll move to there for now.
Sounds good to me.
The Baron.
Mhm.
I think he's just also gonna come. I think he's gonna go there.
Sure.
Like that.
So, I mean, the line of sight that I've got is to, like, here. So you don't have to be anywhere near as far over if you wanted to give yourself a bit more flexibility.
I think I'll just stay where I'm.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
These are gonna shuffle 2 inches to the side.
Yeah.
Can't you know? I'm just hoping, fingers crossed, I somehow just blast that
Yeah, it could happen.
double up.
Bombard's
Does he have any
good.
opal amulets?
No, he doesn't. He's just got a charmed shield, ruby ring, and the dragon helm.
Okay.
I haven't seen
Alright,
those yet,
I
no.
think that's it for movement.
Yeah, sounds good.
So I'll shoot him. This bombard on the left's going to shoot 10 from the back, so
Of course, yeah.
yeah. Okay. Misfire.
Oh no, misfire is worse than a low roll. There we go. Yeah, you destroy yourself and still shoot me, right?
I don't think I still fire. I think I just die.
I might be talking out my ass, but I feel like bombards, or maybe it's sixes that
It's
they're
on the
still...
6.
Okay, sure.
The other one, 6 plus, well, 10 from the back. So, no, misses.
That is brutal.
Oh, these dice. Yeah, that's it for my turn, I think.
All right.
Oh, wait, no. I'll reserve move.
Of course, yeah, of course. Anything like that, if there's no information gained, it's like especially if it's something that you've said, we'll always go back and do as a take back if needs be.
So yeah, your turn.
Cool. All right. Well, time to see if I can do some sort of shenanigans, I guess. So. Well, we're definitely going to do some charges, and I'm not in range to Vols and making anyone, so that's fine. Do I want to Curse of Our Attraction anyone? I feel like this turn it might be... I may as well give it a go. So I'm going to try and Curse of Our Attraction into the Pegasus Knights from my level 4.
Okay.
That is an 8 in total. I don't want to waste my reroll on it. You're out of Dispel. Do you want to Fate to this one?
Nah.
Yeah, that's fair. So I've got Curse of Our Attraction on the Peg Knights. There we go. For all 7 of the bows that I have in my list. It's big times. I guess I get to shoot you with the Sky Cutters as well, actually. I'm talking out my ass. Cool. Let's just double check. There's no... Yeah. The question becomes, do I... I could try and flank charge the... Oh, no, because Peg Knights have counter charge. Never mind. Ignore everything I just said. Fucking 360-degree counter charge is a right pain in the backside. It's definitely not something that I want to have to put up with. Right, let's see what we've got here. So, I think that's it for spells, and we're just on to movement, no rallies. Yeah, so charges. We're obviously going, the noble is going in. The dragon is going in. In fact, sorry, the noble's going in. Can you give me a terror check, please?
I'm good.
Hell yeah. So, the dragon is also going in. I think the Lothan Skycut is going in on the right-hand flank, like the center board from me. Do I want to go Knights of the Realm? They do have countercharge. I think that's okay. I'm going to declare a charge with the Silver Helms and this Skycutter here. They're both going to declare a charge into the unit of Knights of the Realm. Is that correct?
All right.
Let me just check the range. Yeah, I think that's correct. Cool. Yes, that's all my charges declared. So 3 units into the Yeoman and then 2 into the unit of Knights of the Realm.
The Human will hold, and I'll countercharge with the Knights of the Realm.
That makes perfect sense to me.
So, 3 inches against which one? Does it have to be highest unit strength for countercharge?
I don't think so. I think you get to choose. It doesn't matter here. I think it's one of those things that you should say beforehand, just in case the roll would change your mind. In this case, like
I'll just countercharge against them, I guess.
Yeah, like I don't think it makes any difference which way you go in here.
Nah.
Lovely stuff. All right, sweet. So let's get to it. So I'm just gonna try and maximize as much as possible with the noble. Obviously, I haven't rolled that one because it's impossible to fail, but that gets me in corner to corner. The Skycutter, how far does that go? Using Swift Stride. So I go 12, 15. Is that enough? Ooh, should be, but it'll be a little tight, honestly. So we're going to wheel to corner, is that right? Yes, 0.7, and then I move forwards. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Perfect. I guess... How does that... you know what? I've never actually thought about this, because you get a wheel to straighten up, but you can't wheel backwards. So how do I... Because I assume I don't go like that. Does that just make it a disordered charge? Or is there a...
I don't know.
I feel like this is one of those things that in person no one would ever think about, but because of the accuracy we've got in Warhol, we're like, actually, yeah, you're right, that is weird. Never mind. We'll just leave it at an angle. I don't think it makes too much difference. Then the dragon, of course, stream chat can correct me if they know the answer. Our dragon is within minimum, but I'll roll it anyway. Cool, so it's going minimum of 17. I've got to maximize, so I guess I wheel ever so slightly like so to here. And then as soon as I make contact, close the door. Griffin would be 1 over to maximize. The Griffin was so close that I don't think I'd be able to maximize it.
Do you not just wheel and then like hit into the unit with your wheel and then close?
Yeah.
I can't remember how close you were, to be honest.
I was an inch away, so I don't think there's anything I could have done.
Okay.
Other than, I guess you could maybe make like a really massive bizarre wheel, something like that. How do I... I gotta... There we go. Sorry, I gotta spam message
With the
on Twitch.
Skycutter, could you not just hit with like a point that's like a millimeter off the
I mean, I'm
edge
corner to
and
corner,
then-
so it's like it's a legal charge. What my
I
query
still
is...
think-
Yeah,
I think you can close.
but just like close backwards, like... oh, hold on.
I think you would just close like that.
Yeah. Alright, you know what? I don't know the answer to that, but someone can...
I mean, if you just hit with like a tiny bit off the very, very corner,
Yeah.
then you could.
I mean,
close
like, as
in
long as you're
from there.
corner to corner, it's fine, right? So it's not,
Yeah.
not a problem. Wooter, the Knights of the Realm were 8.5 away from the Silver Helms, so they were able to countercharge them because they're just out of the movement range. So speaking of, let's do the Silver Helms. So 5 and 5, so that would be corner to corner like so. Leaving space for the chariot, and then maximize. I'll just squidge so we're actually lined up correctly. There we go. And then the chariot is going 2 plus 4, so 16, plenty of room. So we'll go into here. Before someone tells me I'm wrong, obviously if you have fly, you do not suffer penalties unless you finish your movement in the terrain. but it is one of
I
those
thought it
rules
was
that...
finish or start.
So for fly specifically, it's finish, and it says in the bottom line of the fly rule, which is why no one knows, because it's in a bizarre place, basically. Okie dokie.
So it's different than it then.
Yes, yeah. Cool. Okay, I think that is that for charges. And the question becomes, what do I want to do now? Is wheeling backwards a thing or not? No, it isn't. You can only have a wheel forwards. So, I guess the Reavers are... Their main job is stay out of range of the Peg Knights, but I do kind of want to make sure that I'm able to shoot you. So, they're just going to use their skirmish movement to, you know, get like that. I just really don't want to have to change their facing, basically. They do only have short bows, so they're not going to be shooting. Then I've got the Sisters. I think the Sisters are fine where they are. I think the Skycutter's just going to pivot around the centre, which does mean it counts as moving, but that's fine. In fact, if I'm doing that, I may as well. So I'll go 2 inches, 8 inches forwards. There we go. Get my lumbering pivot as well. Good stuff. And then the Silver Helms here. Do I want to do anything with them? Honestly, I think I'm just going to use their movement to reform. It'd be around the center point, I believe. There we go. And I think... Let's try and Arcane Urgency them from my level 4 as well. That is a 9, which is not enough to get it. Do I care about their movement? I think I do. So I'm going to use my once per turn reroll, which is worse, so I definitely don't get it. That is fine. It does mean that I'm blocking myself from the Sisters of Avalon. That is unfortunate for me, but that's okay. So, models that can see, I've got 4, and obviously the Sisters of Avalon do ignore cover, so they're going to be okay. Cool. Well, let's go on to the shooting phase then. I'm going to start off with the Skycutter that's right next to them. So, it moved, but no other penalties, so I'm going to be hitting you on 4s. Rerunning 1s from the Curse of Arrow Attraction. That's a 2, worst number. Then I've got the Archmage is going to try and fireball you. That is a 12. Did you use your Fated already? Or did you save it?
I think I might have used it on...
I feel like you saved it, because I got the Curse of Arrow Attraction off. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I think I did just let it go. I'll try and stop fireballing, I guess.
Sounds good. All right.
Almost.
You know what? I got one. You can have one as well. That's only reasonable. The Fated 11. Perfect. And then I've got the 4 Sis of Avalon that can see you. They do ignore
the fireball
cover.
not still go off?
No, I only... Oh, shit, sorry. Yeah, I got a 12, not an 8. Number hits. 6. So that is 5 saves on your armor. Yeah, not upset at that.
Only one.
That's pretty
I'm
reasonable.
happy with that.
Yeah, we're both like, oh, this is all right. And then I've got the 4 shots from the Sisters hitting you on moved. No, they stood still, so just long range. And there were 4 that were able to see. So yeah, we're looking at 3s here. Don't know why that was so hard for me to work out. That is 2 at AP3 though on those Sisters.
You would reroll the 1.
Oh, I would as well. Thank you. It hits and it does wound. So 2 at AP3 and 1 at AP1.
So AP3, 1
Nice.
saved, and AP1 saved.
Nice. I'll take that. Killed a Peg Knight. That is a good day in my books.
Terrible day.
So. Yeah, you would say that. Creekhammer says, are you winning? It's going surprisingly well. I think like all of the things that needed to go well for me to have a chance at this matchup are going well, which is nice. So, yeah, let's just start with combat then. And where do I want to start? I guess I may as well start with... Yeah, let's start off with the Silver Helms and the Skycutter into the Knights of the Realm. So, I'm declaring no challenges. Would you like to declare a challenge?
Don't have a champion.
Oh, sound. There we go. Let's go impact hits then. That is a grand 2 from the Skycutter. They are strength 5. Yes, that's correct. So that is 2 at AP2.
The heavy chariots.
Oh, yeah, baby. Heavy chariots with swift stride. And you know what? If you were able to roll on the Falcon Horn, it wouldn't have mattered.
Oh, I failed it last game as well, I think,
Yeah,
when
that's
it
rough.
was quite useful because he had mortises and
Th-
shit.
this is where you see people go into tournaments without the Falcon Horn. You're like, what are you doing? It's like, oh, but I just always fail it. So
I mean,
I
I
get it.
normally take without a reroll and pass it every turn. I
That
don't
you
know
know what?
what's happening.
That's
The
fair.
reroll's cursed.
It, doesn't the chariot have a couple of little bows? Oh, good point. Wuta. Yeah, it's too late now. I've gone past it. But yeah, cool. So you are going to be initiative lower than me. Oh yeah, everything I've got is higher
Yeah.
initiative. So let's start off with the 7 attacks. Nope, 6 attacks. Oh no, because you're in a lance, so every model's in base to base. Ah, my day keeps getting better. So 7 attacks
Yeah.
from the Silver Helms, hitting you on... We're both weapon skill 4, so 4s.
Yep.
Lovely stuff. And then wounding you on 2s, because I'm strength 5. So that's 3 at AP2.
Pass one.
Excellent news. Then I've got the Rock. Will make 2 attacks. Both hits and 1 wound at AP2. It's only strength 4.
Pass one.
Alright, you love it. And then I've got the 3 Seaguard crew who have... Is it only 2 Seaguard crew? No, it's only 2. So 1 hits, 1 wound, AP1 with the cavalry speed. Yes, that's correct.
Dead anyway.
Hey, job's a good one. Okie dokie. So I will test to restrain with the Silver Helms first. Excellent stuff. Yes, like so. And then I will test to restrain with the... In fact... I'm going to overrun with the chariot. So, going to use my Swift Stride, and I go 8 inches. That's not far enough. Oh, that's the worst case scenario. Oh, no. I was like, oh, if I tie up the Baron, that puts me in an interesting spot. Nope, never mind. That's... I've just given him a charge for no reason. I probably should have measured that out, because I'd have needed a 15 to get you. All right, that was
And then I could have evaded as well.
That's true. That's true, yeah. That was unnecessarily greedy, but we've done it now, so here we are. Okay, moving on to this combat here, and I'm
This combat.
going to declare no challenges. Would you like to declare a challenge?
I'll challenge with my warden.
I will accept with my Griffin. So, just for the sake of it, let's resolve the challenge first. So, I will use my hand weapon and shield on the noble. So, hitting you on 3s. And then wounding you... Oh, no, what's your weapon skill? Oh, you are 3. Yeah, sound. So then wounding you on 3s. That is 1 at no AP from my hand weapon.
Firm armor. I'm using my hand weapon shield.
Of course, yeah. Perfect. Then we've got the Griffin. So I've got the bite attack, which misses. The 3 regular attacks that hit on 3s. That's 2 wounds at AP2. So another 2.
No armor.
Yeah, and then I've got the stomps, which is the full 3. That is 1 at AP nothing.
So I got an armor. No.
So currently we're at 4 from the challenge. Very nice. Okay, so then to go through the rest of the combat. Starting off with the impact hits from the Sky Cutter. Lovely stuff. That is the full 4. And that is 3 at AP2. 1, 2, 3. Grand. And then we're going to be... what do we got? So, initiative 9 great weapon attacks from the Prince is the first order of business. Have you got in here the Grail Monk? Yes. So, I'll put 1 attack into the Grail Monk and then 3 into the squad. First attack into the Grail Monk. Misses.
Ooh, love to see it.
Yeah, I might have to put a couple of dragon attacks in, try and make sure it dies.
It doesn't need to die.
It definitely needs to die. Oh, did nothing with my my great weapon. That's a little bit sad. So then we're moving on to the Sky Cutter. I've got 2 attacks from the crew. Hits once, wounds once at AP1.
Okay, so stick up.
Nice. Then I've got 2 attacks from the Rock, which is hits once, wounds once at AP2.
Just one dice.
Hell yeah. Then I've got the 6 attacks from the Dragon. And as I say, 2 going into the Grail Monk. Fortunately, I am weapon skill 7. So I still have a chance.
you're Star Dragon, aren't you?
There we go. AP2. Get wrecked. Respectfully. And then I've got 4 attacks into the unit as well. Wow, I'm fluffing. This is wild. So I've got 1 more at AP2 as well. And yeah, so there was 4 into the challenge, which means I've killed the front rank, I think, entirely. 5, 6, 7, including the Grail Monk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I guess you, outside of the challenge, you get 1 attack back?
Yeah. I'll just put it into the Skycut.
Yeah, I was going to say, you could always leave it on the outside, right?
I miss.
You love to see it. Stomp attacks from the dragon. 4 from the D3 plus 1, which means 4 more dead. Taking me up to a nice solid 15. Then for other combat rares, I've got Close Order for the Dragon, Close Order for the Skycutter, Close Order for the Griffin, War Banner, BSB, takes me up to around 20.
You'd get your Noble Stomps in the challenge for Overkill.
Oh, I rolled those as well. I just did all
you?
of the challenge together, yeah. He only did 4 wounds total.
Oh, yeah, you didn't you? Forgot about
Yeah, yeah.
that. I've got 3 ranks, Banner BSB, War Banner.
Yeah, perfect. And I don't double outnumber you. What a shame.
Yeah. Okay, so I shouldn't fail with the Leadership 10 rerollable. Oh, 9 with Terror.
Yeah.
So yeah, just give ground with Shield Wall.
Ground with Shield Wall. Fantastic stuff. Oh, you've got the Paladin in there as well. Oh, I wasn't in base-to-base contact with it anyway. So, how do I want to respond here? I feel like the Noble and the Prince should follow up, and the Skycutter is going to test a restrain. So test a restrain with the Skycutter. I succeed, and I'm not going to wheel at all. I'm just, where I am because I'm locked in place. And then the Griffin goes forwards directly 2 inches, as does the Prince there as well. Cool. All right. Lovely, lovely stuff. That is... Yeah. Can you see me? I guess you can because of the...
Yeah, I can see
of course you can. It's fine. Just charge the Skycutter instead. That's a much better choice for you. Lovely. Well, that takes...
Will that swing first if I charge in the flank? Yes.
Yeah. I'm not getting any initiative bonus. I only... Yeah.
Initiative 6, because you don't get Elven Reflexes, do you?
No. Which people complain about, which is weird to me, because it's like, I'm striking at initiative with a great weapon. I don't need anything more than that. Let's not be greedy.
I think you should be greedy. Get what you can.
No. The elves are already good enough. All right, well, that's the end of my turn 2. Over to you. Isaac, no dangerous terrain.
I can't use the horn, because I'm in combat.
You only take the penalties for terrain.
Guess I'm going to do some charges. So yeah, the Baron on the right will charge into
your Yeoman. Sound.
It's not letting me draw on the hill.
No, it's all right. Yeah, and if you fly, you don't take penalties unless
I guess he'll just charge the... did they even need to charge him? Is there any point? Are you perfectly lined up corner on there?
Where do you mean, sorry?
Is the Noble perfectly lined on the corner of the human?
Yes, yeah, because I had to wheel to maximize.
Okay, so yeah, I'll charge the Skycutter and the Prince. I'll give you a fear test with my Baron charging the Prince. I'm okay.
Nice. Okay. So, have you got the... I mean, I'm sure you do. Yeah, you definitely do. Okie dokie. The question becomes, do I want to flee? Because what might happen here is... So, let's just play this out, see how this works. Because I'm thinking, if the Skycutter flees, it goes this way, and it ends there. And then, am I blocking you from getting in? Or no, you just fly over the top of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't actually make a difference. Well, I think the Skycutter is going to flee anyway. I think that's the correct choice. And then the other 2 charges, or the other 2 units that are being charged, are both locked in combat. So, yeah, let's go with that. So the Skycutter is going to flee. And I'm going to... Bjorn says it's a break. You got first charge, no, so no rank bonus on the Yeoman.
I didn't think you had first charge. I checked.
Is it the...
Doesn't seem like the Skycutter has it.
No, it doesn't. Sorry, I'm believing chat instead of checking my own rules.
I already checked, because fuck's...
yeah. I was wondering if I could...
Goblins.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could engineer the Silver Helms into the unit, but there was no way. Yeah, no worries. It's okay. We all miss things. Cool. Yeah, so... The Skycutter is going to flee, and I am not going to use my Swift Stride, because I'm going to end up going through the unit anyway. So, how far do I go? Oh, wow.
Nice.
I go enough. Because I have to go through the unit. So I go like this, and then I continue moving until I clear, which would be here, and then I've got to move until I'm an inch away from you, which is a little bit further. Let me just go like that. Perfect. And then I've got to take a perilous test, I guess. I take a wound.
It's just one wound still for chariots.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. It's for dangerous terrain, it's different,
Yeah.
but perilous is just its own separate thing.
Yeah. Well, I'll test the redirect into your noble.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you were charging the noble anyway, right? So, because you said you were
Yeah.
charging both.
Oh, could I have charged both?
Oh, if you weren't charging them, I probably wouldn't have. I guess it doesn't make a difference.
It didn't really make a difference.
Yeah,
No.
I'd assumed you were charging both, but never mind.
Yeah. So yeah, the big block of pegs. What do they get? A 5 and a 3, so 18. Even
Never
at my
listen to
furthest
chat.
point, that makes
It's like you
it
in
in.
chat. Yeah, that's true,
Just
Dave.
put them in. That's all right.
+4 initiative and charge in the flank. Hell yeah, it is.
Go like that.
Sounds good to me.
And my Baron.
Mhm.
3 plus 5, so yeah, 18.
Nice. Don't need that on there anymore.
Okay. Remaining moves.
Remaining moves.
I mean, he's gonna go 8 to there.
Mhm.
I think I'm just gonna go on a shooting now.
Makes sense to me.
So I'm gonna cannonball something. But I don't
Yeah.
know what.
I guess the Sky Cutter is
I
like
guess I'm just
the
gonna do this Sky Cutter,
yeah.
because that's the best one I could see. This one over here. But yeah,
Yeah.
10 from back.
Hell yeah.
4 plus 8.
Oh, you hit it.
Wounds, AP3.
Nice. I have saved no. So how much damage? Oh,
3 wounds.
I have
Almost.
1 remaining.
And these are gonna reserve move another 8.
Sounds good to me.
If you break through here, I've lost the game anyways.
Do you want to
No point.
do you want to fire your short bows into the chariot there or something?
Oh shit, yeah, I've completely forgot to even our bows. I would have done that before I moved.
Of course, yeah.
No wounds.
Nice. I don't
Oh,
know
I
if
might
the
as well
noble
chuck
will
out
die.
summon elements.
I'm going to try and challenge it out.
No, not cast.
So we'll see how that works. And I deliberately used
So
my hand
combat.
weapon and shield, so I've got a 2-up save. That was what I did
So
last
this
turn.
is really just it, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Are you declaring any challenges?
I'll challenge with my Baron and the flanky dragon.
Smart. Because I really wanted to challenge you out with the noble. So I have to accept with the dragon. I was having this chat yesterday about the fighting rank, and we couldn't actually work out whether it was challenges have to be accepted by models in their fighting rank. But I mean, that's the way that makes sense to me, so I'm just going to accept with the dragon.
Alright, so do the challenge first, I guess.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I got 5 attacks, a weapon skill 7, so force to hit. Only 2.
Mhm.
And then strength 6, so force. 1 wounded, AP2.
Nice. So I'm up to a 6-up armor save. I think this is the time to use my 2-up ward. Perfect. There we go. Opal Amulet used.
My Pegasus will swing at initiative 9.
Sounds good.
1 hit. 1 wound. No AP.
Yeah, 1 wound, no AP. So that is a failed armor save, a failed 6-up ward, and a failed regen. Alright. You've done
Nice.
a whole wound with the peg. You love to see it. Over to me now. Great weapon.
Just
Your weapon
smack me.
skill 7, aren't you?
7.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
I'm 8. So hitting
Yeah,
you
I know.
on 3s. Nice. Didn't even need it. That's 3 at AP2.
Yep, so that puts me up to a 5 up armor.
Mhm.
Pass 2, and I don't have a ward yet.
Nice. Nice. Let's see if we can finish you off. Initiative 2 Dragon, hitting you on only 4s. Oh, that's unfortunate. So that's 2 wounds at AP2. Strength.
5 up armors. Failed them both.
Nice. Oh, you only have 3 wounds?
4 wounds.
What's your armor save?
3 up.
Yeah, so you put 2 wounds on them. So you did 3 saves, the 3, the 5, and the 6. You only would have taken
shit,
1 wound there, yeah.
Oh!
I mean, I think I still get you on the stomps, but
Oh yeah, I get to stomp you back. At least.
Yeah, absolutely. You go first.
No.
Lovely stuff. So you're on 1, and I'm currently on 3. Let's see if I can get you with my stomps. That's the full... Well, not the full 6. That's 6. So that is 5 AP2. Oh!
Oh!
That's unfortunate for me.
I die, but I'm only worth 4,
You
which is
do.
nice.
Yeah. That could
So
have gone better.
I guess it'll be your noble next.
Yeah, I am using hand weapon shield, aren't I? So I've got 3 strikes first attacks that are going obviously into the Yeoman Guard. So hit you twice and wounded you once, no AP.
Bam. Oh,
Nice. So we're up to a 5th point of damage there. Cool. And what have you got for me? Because my Griffin does not have strikes first.
I'll go for the plus D3 attacks on my Baron.
Oh!
1. Got
Okay.
1. That's like 8 times in a row I've gotten 1. So I'm weapon skill 6, so I'm hitting on 4s. Rerolling for hatred.
Yeah.
So 5 hits, strength 6, so 3s.
Yep.
2 wounds at AP 3.
Yep, so I've got a 2-up save because I use hand weapon shield, which Isaac points out. Thank you, Isaac. I do get to reroll my 1 to hit. I'll go back and do that in a second. But
Yeah,
so I've got a 5-up armor save. I fail them both. I've got a single 5-up ward, which I pass, and then I've got a 5-up regen. So I take the wound, but you get
small wounds too.
2. Yeah, perfect. So that takes you up to 3 on combat res from wounds so far. Perfect. I'll just re-roll that 1 to hit that I got into the Yeoman Guard, which is still a miss. That's because I forgot my own rule. If I'd remembered it, maybe I'd have got it.
So I'll get my 2 Peg Knights hitting into the
Oh, yeah.
Griffin. 3 hits, strength 6, 4s, 1 wound.
1 wound. And this is AP2, so 4s. Loves it. That's passed on the armor save.
I'll do the Royal Peg.
Yep.
1 hit, 1 wound, no AP.
2s. Nice.
And I guess I'll do the other 2 pegs. 3 hits.
Oh, good start.
No wounds.
No wounds. Lovely stuff. All right. Well, I may as well just put all my attacks into the Yeoman, because that's where I'm going to get, like, farm the most points. You know what, actually? I'll put the bite into the first knight, because it's damage 2, and I'll put the rest of the attacks into the Yeoman Guard. So the bite misses. There we go. The 3 claws hit the Yeoman, and that's strength 5, so 3 dead at AP2.
Yep.
Lovely. And then we're just on to Yeoman. We're on to Yeoman.
Oh, yeah. How many did you kill?
So I killed
4?
3, 4. Yeah, that's right, 4.
So I'll get 5 back.
Okie dokie.
I've also got 1 for my Paladin, so only 4 back then. And then 1 for my Paladin, so 4 back. 1 hit. No wound, and then my Paladin hits, doesn't wound.
Hell yeah. So then I've finally got... You've got stomps from the Royal Peg as well, and I've got my D3 stomps.
I do 2 wounds.
2 wounds, nice. So pass both the armor saves, and I do D3 into the unit. Just the 1, so that's a single AP0 into the Yeoman Guard.
Haven't passed an armor with them yet.
That's fine, they don't have a good armor save. Oh, they've got a 5-up actually, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too shabby. Okay, so that means you did 3 wounds, and I did 9. Then for static combat res, I've got close order, banner, war banner. So that takes me up to a grand total of 13. Can you beat me on combat res?
I don't know, I've got a flank.
Yep.
A banner.
Yep.
I wouldn't. Well.
You can't undo drawings, so just add the next one as the line on the gate.
Yeah, right, so that's...
flank banner, you said?
So flank banner, war banner,
yep.
BSB,
yep.
2 ranks, close order. I don't get a second regular banner, do I?
No, you just get the 1 banner, I believe.
Okay, so that is 10.
10? Amazing. I feel so good. This couldn't have gone better for me. So you lose combat by 3.
Yeah. The Pegasus Knight shall take the stubborn. And the Swift Strider. They go 6, and the Yeoman Guard just do the break test. So they pass. And they'll just...
So they'd lose by 3, so they'd be falling back in good order, right?
Yeah, but I got a shield wall.
You used that last turn, surely.
I thought it was.
Oh, so it's also
it
shield
doesn't.
wall. Whether or not it's once per game during a turn, it was
Oh, it's once
charged.
per game.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Never used it.
No worries.
So yeah, I fall back in good order. 4. Do I have space? I'll fall back from the dragon. 4. I've got
Ooh,
space.
beautiful.
I think.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Spin. But when I spin, I can't turn. So I guess with my
Because you
reform,
can
I gotta.
reform, you can put the models on the other side, right? So you could.
I think I can, but we'll
Oh no, it wouldn't matter because
Oh,
your
no, it
front
wouldn't.
rank is the bit that's the problem.
Yeah. I guess I've just got to keep you in my
Bjorn and I
rear.
did do stomps. Yeah, the dragon stomps I did as part of the challenge. I only did a single wound. He passed
Just
all
like
of his saves.
reform a single degree.
Sure.
And these go back 6.
Sure. Did you say stubborn, by the way, on the Pegasus Knights?
Yeah.
Do they get stubborn?
Yeah, Exile Far.
Ah! So fucking good. I guess it feels wrong to not just charge the, yeah, I think I've just got to, test to restrain with both, and then charge into the Peg Knights. I think that's probably the best play. So I will test to restrain the Noble first, and then also the Lord. He's leadership 10, so we're fine there. And they're both just going to face into the unit. Maybe it would have been smarter to... in fact, if you don't mind, I'll follow up with the Noble, if that's okay with you, and then I will test to
Too
restrain
late.
the Prince.
You cannot do that. No, go ahead. I'm not fussed.
Yeah, sound. You can't see my face, but that was a big grin. I do enjoy that sort of fucking with my opponent. So that puts me in there. Grand. All right then. So that's the end of your turn.
Oh, could I reform my human wider and then turn?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
So 12 be alright?
Hey! Spot on. I can't wait to lose combat when I charge my fucking Sky Cutter into them. Your dad's just said reform into 2 ranks.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, right, I see. I thought you just had the brainwave at the same time as him. I thought you were on some sort of, like, internal toll Wi-Fi or something. You all got the same brainwaves. Grand. Okay. So, anything else for your turn, sir?
No.
No, okay. Sure. So this is an interesting set of situations that I've managed to get some good dice into. Not gonna bullshit. The dice definitely helped. So let's start off, and I've been really cagey with my wizard. I really didn't want it to get charged by Peg Knights after it killed all my units.
Yeah.
So
I think it's just game over now anyway.
I think it might be, but we'll see if I get diced, because that is a possibility.
I don't think there's any way you can get. Really.
It might be one that we play out this next turn, and then we understand.
You get my wizards. You get probably my big block.
So what I'm thinking is
get my
Dragon
knights
goes in here, Sky Cutter goes in here, Silver
They
Hounds
go
go in there.
Yeah.
This Sky Cutter goes in here,
Goes
which
there.
it actually risks losing. You what, sorry?
You would over, and then you'd fight again with the Silver Hounds.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really just it.
Yeah. Well, let's play it out fast. Let's just see if it does
out.
work that way, because I have been in situations where I thought I've lost and the dice have blessed me, or vice versa. But yeah, so let's not take our time with this one. Let's just go. I don't need to open shield. Let's go with the charges. Do you have any charge reactions for the 2 units that are against the board edge?
What's the distance
for
the...
shit, no, that's a good point. Woot has just pointed out the Sky Cutter doesn't have line of sight, because there's the other Sky Cutter in front of it. First of all, I do have to reform... I have to reform it, yeah. So I pass that, so then, if I go like this, does that give me... I don't even know if there's any way for me to give myself line of sight. Oh, no, there's not. Well. The yeomen live for another turn. That's fine. I don't think it makes a difference in the grand scheme of things, but thank you. I had not caught that. Cool. Yes, so charges. I mean, dragon is within minimum. The sky cutter is going to swift stride. 13 might not make it. How far away is it? 12.6. So as long as the wheel is less than 4. I don't think I'm going to make it with the sky cut, you know. So 1, and I've still got another 12 inches. Yeah, no, I fall short, so I would end up going...
That's good.
2 in total. I'm telling you, the dicing begins.
Maybe that's just the start.
Yeah, it's all going to go well. I haven't rolled the dragon because you were within my 10-inch movement. And the silver helms are next up. So they're going to swift stride.
Might as well standard shoot them.
Oh, yeah, of course, go for it. So while you're doing that, I'll just move them in.
1 hit. Wounds.
Nice. There we go. Like so. Close the door. Just scooch back a little bit. There we go. You got 1 wound. I've got a 3-up save. Oh, it kills 1. It's heartbreaking. There we go. And...
now the humans win the combat. It's all coming together.
Yeah. No, I can see it. I'm just going to put a 1 there to remind us. Perfect. Remaining moves. I will just very quickly move them as if it matters for the remaining, just in case. So I'm going to move this sky cutter sideways, half its movement, and then go like so. This one, I'm going to go... that's not how fucking movement works. My apologies. 2.8. You know what? We're just going to march directly forwards and block you in. That feels like the best course of action. Like so. Job's a good one. And then if it somehow goes wrong, I'm also potentially protecting myself from the bombard is the thinking.
Yeah.
Is there a world where this goes wrong? Realistically, no. So I'm just going to march forward 16 and then if I put 19 on them as well, we can just... I really don't... you know what? We're just going to march forwards with the Reavers. The full 18. Get in range to falls and making if there's an issue.
I've already seen it. Kill the griffin, dragon fleas, get the Reavers.
Charge into the wizard.
I can see it in the stars. It's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm like, do I do... Because it saves me the points if I don't do it and it somehow goes wrong. But if you get locked up in combat, this means I get to falls on making your next turn. So I think it's on the balance of realism, this is correct. But it does open me up to, the potential what if.
I mean, that's never going to happen. But...
it's realistically not happening, but what if?
No. It could, though. Technically.
Yeah, technically. So, because we're on the what if, I'm going to fight with the dragon first, because if my silver helms lose, your yeoman could overrun and get into combat with the dragon. Which I guess is technically more combat res for me, but yeah.
I could just challenge him out. I mean, you just accept the griffin, then.
Yeah, exactly. So I will declare a challenge with the griffin because it's currently base to base with the baron.
Except for the baron.
Yeah, exactly. So you can always hit it, but it just means that it's less likely that it falls over. So let's just resolve the challenge. Yeah, of course. It's always more fun to do that. So I've got my... I'm going to use hand weapon shield again because I'm really keen to not die. I've got my 3 hand weapon attacks hitting you on 4s, which is 2 of them, and there's 1 wound, no AP.
Ones.
Oh, I get to reroll that 1. So I hit and I don't wound. So just the 1 wound. Nice.
That's mama. So I'll swing back.
I've got my griffin as well. So the bite, which hits and doesn't wound, and then the 3 claws, which 2 hits, 2 wounds, AP2.
So AP2, 5 ups.
Nice. We take those.
And I'll swing back, 4 attacks, hitting on falls.
Oh.
1 hit. Strength 6, 3s. Wounds, AP3.
AP3, cool. So I'm... Oh, I could die to the Pegasus, actually. So, yeah, because it's the Falcon Horn. So 5 up armor save. Beautiful.
The Pegasus.
The Pegasus, indeed.
No hits.
Stomps. I've got the full 3. Sound. So I've got 2 with no AP.
2 with no AP. I failed 1. I got 1 with no AP, 1 with AP 1.
Yeah, so 2s, 3s. All right, sound. That works for me. So currently I'm on 2 and you're on nothing. then onto the dragon. So I guess
I don't know how this Baron keeps on fucking losing every single combat I put him in.
it's
He
Bretonians.
should do that.
They're one of the worst armies in the game. You know what? That's
Oh yeah,
all
I
we can
forgot
say.
about
Yeah. So we'll go. I'm going to put 3 attacks from the Lord into the first knight, and then 1 attack into the unit. So into the first knight, that is 2 hits, 2 wounds, AP2.
that. +1 armor.
Lovely. 1 into the unit. That doesn't hit because you are weapon skill 4. Of course you are. You're a combat unit. Then I'm initiative 5 on my dragon, which I think is before you. Yes, perfect.
I'm initiative 3.
Yeah, lovely stuff. So I'll go 1 attack into the first knight, and then 5 into the unit. Weapon skill 7, so hits. So that's a wound at AP2.
Firm armor.
Lovely. And then into the squad. 3 hits. That's 2 wounds at AP2.
Well, both my armors.
Oh, beautiful. I appreciate how well you're rolling for me. It makes me feel good.
Oh, no problem. you just gotta promise to give me some money to making you look good on the channel.
I don't know. Anyway. Well, I was gonna shit talk you, and I feel like it's completely unnecessary when the game's going this in my favor and you've been diced. That just feels cruel and unusual as opposed to anything else. So I've killed the front rank, so I've just got stumps on the dragon then. There we go. Small mercies. So I get 1 wound at AP2.
Firm armor.
Lovely stuff. So I've got 6 wounds. You got 0, and then I've got close order, banner, war banner. So I've got 10 combat res, and you've got 1.
Yeah, you don't double outnumber me, do you?
No, I'm at 14, and you're at 8. That's not how maths works. 12.
I'm at 15.
Is the... Are they? Oh yeah, because they're 3 each. I was thinking they're 2 each for some reason, and I still got that wrong. God, it's been a long day.
So yeah, I'll do my leadership test. 6. So I just fall back in good order.
Sound. I will follow you up with both units.
So 8.
Of course, yeah. So I'll go with the dragon first. Ooh, I don't catch you, and the griffin does. So
hopefully I can finally fucking kill this griffin.
Yeah, I mean that'd be pretty huge, right?
So then the challenge continues, though, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. So then I go. What did I roll? 6 on the. There we go. Lovely stuff. All right, that is. Ooh.
Hopefully the Baron can.
What I should have done is I should have declared the dragon first, and then tested to reform with the noble. I think you can do it in that order. Well, never mind. So the silver helms. I've got 6 attacks. I'm not declaring a challenge. Are you declaring a challenge?
I'll challenge with my wizard.
I think that makes sense. Yeah, because it's not super likely to kill him. Watch me do it now. Your weapon skill 3, right? So 2 attacks from the unit champ. 1 hit, 1 wound. Then the horse.
Yeah.
Oh, no wound from the horse. He's let me down. Slap me back in the challenge then. Oh wait, sorry. Hold on. Ring of Fury. That's an 11. Do you want to fated that one?
It's only a 10. I've got MR1.
Oh, amazing.
Still don't think it makes much of a difference. I'll say it is. Oh.
Perfect.
My dice just weren't loading.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I can hear that you're.
Could I just add them all up?
You can, but that's cheating, so you just auto lose. I have heard about you cheating tolls.
What? I would never cheat ever.
I should clarify that this is a joke. It's not real. It's only funny as an inside joke if everyone knows, and I've just realised that I've said it to about 50 people who don't have the inside line on that. One of them does, if Bruce is still here, because he's the one who's calling you all cheats. Sound. So that was...
by a lot of the people as well.
So yeah, 3 wounds there. Then
maybe I'm overcheat.
the rest of the attacks from the unit. So, I only hit you twice. And I only wound you once. And then the horses hits you once, wounds you once. So
is it not only 4?
There's 6 model. Oh shit! Sorry, yeah, you killed one. So what I'll do is I'll re-roll them. But if I roll more than 1 wound on the on either of them, I'll cap it at 1. So fuck. Hold on. Do that again. So I get 3 hits, and we'll call that 1 wound because I rolled better before. And then the horses. we'll call that 1 wound as well.
Alright. Oh, and I've got 1 for combat res for stand shoot.
Of course, yeah. So they don't have any save, do they?
So
No.
no. So just 2 die.
2 die, yeah. So I've got
So I guess
5 in total.
3 horses and 3 dudes.
Oh yeah, you gotta kick me back.
I do.
Cheating yet?
Not really
Rude.
very hard, but
has a flavour. If you reform, you do have to test for dangerous. However,
and then running off was
this is a hill. It's not a wood. I should probably pan between the two for looks. Sorry, mate. What was that?
So you missed with like everything.
Oh, you love to see it.
The one that hit.
Dave says, "I just got back from the dog walk. This seems to be going well, Jack." Spot on. So, I only win combat before. Because I get... No, hold on. I've got 5 wounds. I've got close order banner. You've got 1 wound. I only win combat by 6.
Only. So
only.
my break test. So I fail. I'll BSB reroll it. I fail.
Hell
So I
yeah.
go... Do you wish to chase?
I would like to chase, please. And I will use my Swift Stride. Oh, hey!
Let's go. 5.
Oh, hold on. Do you cause a panic test? I mean, just breaking in combat, you cause a panic test anyway, right?
Yeah, I'm high enough human strength too.
Yeah.
So my human, they are okay.
Do they get the
currently
general's leadership
10.
as peasants? Or is it...
They've got a leadership A paladin in them and then 2
Oh,
ranks.
and then warband as well. Yeah, sound.
Yeah. And the cannon.
I think
guess it
that's
runs.
going.
So the cannon's dead.
Oh, fantastic news. This is great stuff.
This is terrible stuff.
This is great news for Edward, and thus the world. Perfect. Okay. Well, that's the end of my turn. Over to you, sir.
So over to combat. Let's start with the pegs, I guess. So you'll swing first. Still in the challenge with my Baron.
Sorry, someone just pointed out that the Paladin doesn't have Warband, right? So it wouldn't give it the Warband leadership. But you still get General's leadership, right? So I think you've got leadership 9 on the Baron, is that right?
General's leadership.
Yeah, 9. So you're fine
I
there.
thought
you
you got the Warband.
So Warband, you need to have
unit.
Warband on the model as well. So you could either Warband like the highest Warband leadership in the unit. It doesn't matter here because you passed on the 9 that you rolled anyway. But that is a good point just for future reference.
I don't think I did pass.
Yeah,
Only 8.
you rolled a 9, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
only
but
LDAs.
the Baron is here. Is he not your general?
Oh, I've got levies.
I don't think you do. No.
Oh my god, they don't. What?
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah. So the brigands do, but the yeomen don't.
Oh. So yeah, I hold.
So we were right, but for the wrong
levies.
reason, which does happen surprisingly often. Garrett says, "Can't the cannon use the leadership of the paladin?" Now you're asking questions.
It might be able to use the leadership of the Baron. No, it's got levies.
Yeah, I did check that one. I knew that had the
I just assumed it did.
bombard. Let's have a look here. What is the leadership on the bombard, by the way?
Oh, I didn't even check. I just assumed it was really,
I think
really
it's
low.
6. Oh no, it's 7. I've just double checked.
I wrote an 8.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. So we're all good there. Again,
Yeah.
correct, but not necessarily for the right reason. Spot on. Cool. So you said you wanted to go to combat because that is where we're at. Spot on. So well, obviously, I guess that's my hand weapon attacks, isn't it? So I've got 1 hit. I do not get a wound. Over to you, sir.
You're not going to reroll the wound.
No, it's reroll once to hit on the hand weapon.
Okay. I must be thinking of Dark Elves.
Yeah, I think so. Murderous, which is terrible because basically no model has it.
Oh yeah, and hand weapons are just shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'll swing. I've hit more than once.
Ooh,
Okay,
this
good
is-
start.
no, this is bad.
That's
So I've got
good.
3 5-up saves.
Yeah.
Oh no. 3 5-up regens. Alright, I take 4 wounds and I die.
Okay. Your uh, Griffin would have swung at the same time. If you want to do it.
Sure, yeah, sure. So I've got the bite attack into you, which hits and wounds at AP2 from the armor bane, and this is multiple wounds too. Does that kill you?
Yeah, it does.
That's so funny. And then I've got the three claw attacks. It doesn't matter, but I'm rolling it for insult to injury. One more AP2. You might stab me through the heart, sir, but I'll bite your fucking head off.
All right, so I guess I'll
Oh, to be fair, so if we're doing this correctly, the Griffin would be at initiative 8, so I think I'd be ahead of you. So I think I'd kill you without actually taking any wounds.
Did you follow me up like?
I did, yeah. Did. Oh god, that's so savage.
Let's just call it there.
Yeah, that's fair, mate. That's fair. Well, good game. Thank you for playing. That was a little bit rough for you.
Yeah, the dice weren't very good, to put it lightly.
Yeah. Are you right to end end your turn just so we've got the report? Yeah, spot. Sure. Yeah, interesting. So I wonder.
I think failing that horn turn 1.
Yeah, I think failing the horn was the big thing for you, because it meant that I could be really aggressive with the sky cutters, which I do like doing. I am starting to wonder if maybe I just drop the bolt throwers from them.
Maybe. I think losing the combat over here as well, when I had my Baron in the flank, I think he probably should have just done more to the noble and the other Baron. I don't think he should have done more.
I think I set myself up for success there. I think it could have gone in your favour, but because I've got the good static combat res, and the turn before, when I charged in, I'd chosen to go hand weapon shield, so when I followed you up, I knew I was going to be safe or safer in the flank.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of 50-50 which way it could go. I don't think it was super unlucky that it swung out of your favour there, because I did get a lot of static combat res. Even if you did another couple of wounds, I got 13, you got 10, so I think there was some real scope for me to just survive there with my 1/5-up ward.
I guess. If I'd gotten if I'd spiked attacks with my Baron and just chopped your noble in half, that would be.
It would have been nice, yeah. Obviously, the 5-up save is swinging.
Yeah.
5-up is fine, but it does fall over. And even if I didn't fall over, just getting a couple more saves on the regen instead of getting one on the one on the ward, one on the armor, I think it was. That could. Yeah,
and also you fear dispelling TMP was.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
That just scuppered me.
Yeah, so what my thinking was, because obviously I assumed you were going to TP out, I wanted to put the noble in front of you to partially limit where you could go, but also I was just going to come over here and get the cannon, and the goal was going to be try and mop up as many points as possible and have my aggressive units sort of in this area of the board, and then so you want to come and deal with them with the Peg Knights, which means that you're not necessarily picking up all the points over here, over here, over here.
I think if you hadn't gotten into my big block, I wouldn't have went for your characters. I only did that as a last resort because I
think that's fair.
I knew it was quite a long shot thinking of killing them.
No, I think that's super reasonable. But so the goal is, if once I've got my fast flying units up the board, I can then kind of scatter with everything else. So I think. Yeah. Assuming I go first, but then after that point you get the horn off, you eat this side of the board quite quickly, and then you come for this side of the board, and that's probably all that you manage to get, because the Reavers and the Silver Helms just run over this way. And it probably.
I was just thinking of popping my BSV out of the unit when your things flew up. If I'd gotten the horn off, and then keeping them behind, so when they give ground,
don't give ground. Yeah. I do
and
like
then
that.
I can get them away.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. What I this game plan is not for me to win, because I think this is a really bad matchup for me. This is I think this is how I engineer an 8-12 loss or something like that. But it also gives me the opportunity, if things go wrong, I'm in position to catch you and squeeze the points out.
I think I'm most likely fucking hell, I can't speak. I definitely deployed the peasants too far forward. I should have had them further back.
I think it's difficult because I've got 2 fast units, and assuming that I fly, if I don't fly, Oh, you know what? Maybe because both of the noble and the dragon have a 6-inch move, so that's 24 inches with arcane urgency. So
Yeah.
maybe they should have just been further back. So even with arcane urgency, I couldn't put them on your doorstep.
Yeah, good one.
Something like that. All right, lovely. Well, thank you again for the game. It's both
Yeah.
games have been a pleasure, and I'm gonna have to work my way through the rest of the tolls at some point. But we'll get some grudging going. You're going to be there for the practice weekend on.
I
Next
will
Saturday.
be. I'm hoping to play you again, bringing fucking all monster slayers,
All
not a
Monster
single.
Slayers.
I'm bringing 3 horns.
I've been very clear that for teams that my list should not be playing Bretonians. So
Oh,
if
yeah,
if I
100%.
get paired on the Matrix into you, nothing personal. I'm gonna lose my shit, and by lose my shit, I'll be like, Richie, you've done a bad job.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent. All right, bud. Well, catch you in a bit, and have a good evening.
Yeah, you 2 minutes. See.
All right, that was good. Oh, that's the wrong button. Let's not do that one. Let's see here. Hey, there we go. What have we got? That was good. I don't even know if I want to end the stream immediately because we've wrapped that up in an hour and a half. So I've got plenty of juice in the tank. Anything that we want to go through? Any interesting things going on in the world? Hey, bud. Entropy, how you doing? Oh, Jack's getting my goblins again. Nice. Yeah. How's that matchup for you? I assume because there's no large targets, it's a game that you have to play more cagily, right? Jack loves the goblins. Yeah, I'm sure he does. I'm sure that's his absolute favourite place to be. Let's have a look here. All my settings are changed over for no good reason. Come on, you bugger. Oh, no. One, no. Why have I got such a small head? There we go. This'll do. This'll do. Whatever. Whatever. Hey, thank you, that rat bastard. Rat, squeak, squeak. Oh, man. There's a button on my... my. I wasn't expecting it to read out the emote. That's good to know. Good, good, good. I feel like this list is just full send against Exiles. Oh, fair. I feel like this list is just unplayable against Bretonians. I got the best case scenario there, but I don't think that's it. I didn't. I tell you what. Let's go back to Warhol. Let's load up Warhol and maybe talk about what I probably should have done. It probably should have gone for like a much more cagey deployment, but I thought it was going to be incredibly dull. So I didn't really want to do that. Let's have a look here. Just load up. I love how this is just... It just works. He said sarcastically. Alright, back to Warhol. Without me. One day, Streamlabs is gonna not fuck around. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so I think if we put the battlefield back together, let's have a look at battlefield. It was flank C, deployment was flank attack. Import army. I need to clear out my new recruit. It's too full of crap. So I wonder if there was a world where I just go... I kind of put everything in the right flank. So I can put up to a third of my army in the right flank. So I go all 3 Lothan Skycutters over here. 660 points. So I can also put a unit of Silverhelms. Do I go both units of Silverhelms? Maybe I just go one. Like, I wonder if there's a world where I literally just go like this and start putting them, you know, defensively as opposed to anything else. So we'll protect our front here. Try and make it hard for the Peg Knights to get in. And then if we just go, make it so you can't give ground like this. Or if you do, you've got to chew through a lot of wounds on the chariots when you overrun. Because I'll fall back in good order. Then leave a space for them to run through. Over here, probably go like this. Start them off here, and then on my first turn, end up something like this. So that when the Peg Knights overrun, they go in a weird angle. Have the dragon back here. Something like this. So it's not blocking itself, so I can charge past it if needs be. And then do the noble like this. The reavers just need to be sat in this little spot here with the wizard. So if we just go something like that there. Never want them to be giving ground, but they're relatively safely tucked in. Maybe the wizard's not even in the unit. Maybe it's just sat like this, or maybe it is in the unit. I'm not sure. And then we've got the sisters. You can just... I guess the sisters just sit in here as well, so that theoretically, when the... so what I'm trying to engineer here, if I put the terrain flat, is theoretically the Peg Knights come in here. This unit is flat. Let's just go like that. Get rid of the deployment. Cool. So theoretically, the Peg Knights come in here. They hit the Silver Helms, who die. Obviously, they get absolutely smashed. And they just come off the board. But then the Peg Knights are tied up here. And that gives me an opportunity to, like, charge the dragon over here. And maybe the griffin as well. Like, maybe that's the best shot if I'm trying to prevent him from scoring points. And if he's coming out this way... I mean, the Skycarters can't see over the top, so they're kind of wasted in terms of bows. But they're just there for, like, a meat wall. And then, theoretically, the prince could... I don't know, maybe there's a better angle I can do this at. Something like this. I'd have to be careful, because if he rolls into Wind Blast, obviously this is a very poor way for me to lose a lot of points. But, like, this might be the best sort of way to defend in, like, a teams format. In singles, I'm probably every day of the week going to go for the win. I don't really care about going for the draw. But here, this might set up my best chance of not just getting it absolutely ruined. Something like that. What are we thinking? Any Bretonnian players in chat who've got some thoughts on hiding in a corner? Other than it being incredibly, incredibly dull. I think that seems solid, honestly. Feels so anti-Warhammer, though. I would not have fun playing this game. Matthew says, making good progress on your Romans now, but Mortuary Cult is weird. You need to learn how to play defensive. You've turned up at a good time, because, you know, this is exactly what we're trying to do here. I guess with Mortuary Cult as well, I don't even think... Have I got any Mortuary Cult lists written? Come on. Bloody Call of Cthulhu. Tomb Kings... No, I just had a full send list. So I guess if you were doing Mortuary Cult here, you kind of just want to play around like a single casket and then everything around it. In fact, let's import a unit. Tomb Kings, rare casket. So I guess for me, Tomb Kings, the main thing is it 18 inches? Hey, thank you, Andy. Appreciate that. He didn't even send a funny message. Just yeah, appreciate it. Existence says, late to the stream here finally. Well, I beat Exiles Bretonnians, which is the hardest matchup. It went very well for me. I got some good luck early in the stream. But yeah, so I guess for Mortuary Cult, you're just looking to deploy everything around the casket, right? I'll be honest, it's not a list that I have a huge amount of experience in, but it's the sort of army that I play against, and people do sort of like bunch up all their units, making sure they stay in range of the casket. It is 18 inches, isn't it? Let's have a look here. Vortex of Souls. 18 inches. God, this is ridiculous. This lighter protection. I don't see any reason why it should be such a long range spell. Like, I think the reason for it is, in theory, you take it and it means that you can walk forwards and still get the buffs off, but realistically all it means is your anvil can be super loose. Like, it's really hard to play against this Casket of Souls. But Casket of Souls, because there's going to be a lot of skirmishes in here, like a lot of the time, so like a lot of this space gets taken up. Pillar of Fire is absolutely disgusting. It's not as if the caskets can't move. I know, that's so dumb. I don't understand why they clarified that they do get to. Because if you wanted to, you could just move the entire brick up this way. Just 4 inches a turn or something like that. I don't really see the point of it, but it is what it is. Yeah. Yes. Oh, hell yeah. You got a sick rules conundrum for you after stream. You can ask now if you want, bud. You're more than welcome to ask now, because the stream is kind of gone. Matthew says you wrote my list. Yeah, I did, actually. That's true. Fall backs in good order. Feel a bit brutal there. Yeah, so Dave, I mean, obviously I've deleted it, but I guess the idea is that I don't care if the Silver Helms die, because they go back through stuff, and then you get tied up with the chariots, and then I get to interact with you. That's kind of the thinking. You've got 2 caskets. Oh, God, I hate that so much. I mean, that's what I'd play, but I'd hate having to play against it. So you can just do, like, you just do this. And then this one gets the bloody aura as well. Okay. Am I playing High Elves at WTC? That's the plan, Creek Hammer. Obviously, we've got a lot of time between now and then, but I feel like my mark is firmly stamped on Elves. I am the elf boy for England. Maybe Wood Elves will be super spicy. I think unlikely. Rune of Hesitation for Dwarves. I'm now convinced it stops Swift Stride, Warband rerolls for charging, Finest War Horses. Oh no. Oh no, buddy. What are you doing to me? Alright. Let's do a rules stream. Let's see what we've got here. Can I... Okay, so I'll just have to close that. What if I put screen capture on? I don't want game capture. Window capture. Nope, let's just go screen capture, add source. Okie dokie. So here, if I just go tau, new source, add source. Let's have a look at what we're doing here. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Why is this not covering everything? You know what? I understand. Here we go. Here we go. Chat's still over it. You know what? Fuck it. This'll do. This'll do. It's close enough. So, we're looking at Rune of Hesitation. Let's find the wording. Does not count as having charge for the purpose of choosing which weapon to use or any special rules it may have. So you're saying that it stops Swift Stride, Warband rerolls for charging, and Finest Warhorse. Huh. Well, I can see your logic there. I can see your logic. Is there, so when it says an enemy unit that charges the front arc of a unit, when you've declared a charge, you haven't charged, right? So the first sentence being an enemy unit that charges the front arc of a unit means that you have to have completed the charge. Because I think when you're charging, is that... Maybe not. I don't know. I hate that. I hate that deeply. That is awful. No lancers, no initiative bonus. Yeah. Like we know you're not getting any of the like the normal rules. It's whether you lose the things that you would get on the charge That's the kind of that's the odd aspect here. Hold on, let me just make sure that you can still see chat on screen. Let's fix this, eh? Like that. That'll do. I don't know why it's come up like this, but this is fine. Okay, initiative bonus is a yes, because that's not a special rule. Oh, okay, sure, yeah, because it's just part of the... I don't see if they charge in the front rank, it counts as not having charged for bonuses. You get the normal rules. None of the special rules. Charge bonuses referred to happen prior to the charge being made. Yeah, that's kind of like where I'm coming down a minute. I'm assuming that it needs to be... But maybe it's not. It kind of just says that when you're charging the front arc. Ooh, that is grim. That's absolutely grim. Why is this... Oh, interesting. No matter how I move it on screen. There we go. That'll do it. Enemy unit that charges. Let's have a look. Let's just pull up charge here. Let's go to charging. Oh my god, there's so many rules. You know what? I'm gonna have to do this properly. Charge moves. So you always read this before as an enemy unit engaged with a front arc doesn't get the charge bonus in the fight, but I think what it says is straight up no special rule bonuses at all. It's an interesting thought, and I haven't considered this enough to argue against it, but that would make me sad. I mean, it's a little bit kind of by the by, because I'm never charging that unit anyway, right? But yeah, in fact, that's almost maybe a nerf to dwarves in terms of you want people to fall for it and make the charge, thinking that they can still kill you. But then if they fail the charge, they just don't have that issue. When you've charged the front arc, does not count as having charged. Yeah, the problem is what it says is it just says an enemy unit that charges the front arc. Does not count as having charged. Okay, so here's the thing. I think you do get them. Follow my logic. So the wording is, does not count as having charged for the purpose of yada yada yada. So when you're using Swift Stride, you use it when you're charging. You don't count as having charged, you just are like in the process of charging. So it's not something that's triggered after you charge, right? It's just something that's triggered when you charge. The next even wilder one is Cavalry Spears. They aren't limited to being used only when they charge. The better profile is not a special rule. Fighting extra ranks is a special rule. You don't get it when you have charge, but you don't... Okay, interesting. So you're saying that the Cavalry Spears, you charge, do you lose the AP? No, the better profile is not a special rule. Fighting X ranks is a special rule. So Cavalry Spears weirdly get 2 ranks of AP 1 attacks. Strength 1, AP 1. That's pretty wild. That's really funny. That's really funny, actually. I like that. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, that actually does matter. Because orcs on boars, theoretically, I mean, they probably still lose the fight because they lose their Furious Charge, they lose their their what's it called? Their AP and reroll 1s to wound. They lose that anyway. They lose their strength bonus from Biggins. They lose their banner bonus for having charge. So you're basically getting, per model in terms of width, you're getting 2 attacks at strength 4 AP 1. My opinion is that if first charge works, then Swift Stride must as well. First charge is pretty widely accepted to be stopped. It'll matter for your nomadic goblin game. Yeah, that's true. That's true, actually. Let's have a look. Because in the VIP section, pick my army. Let's have a look at that. Nice. What do we got here? Cool. So, as you can see, the armies suggested by Grail Knight supporters and then voted on by Longbeards as well. Looks like I'm going to be playing some sort of goblin-focused nomadic war. That is interesting. Only 2 people wanted me to play meta game. Oh, and one of them is me. Goldfire, you'll be pleased to hear I'll be doing a lot more meta armies now that I'm having to play a lot more games. Could we build that list? Chopper, thank you, Ors. It feels weird to call you Ors. No, I'm just in the habit of calling you Shane now. Yeah, we could absolutely look at building the goblin list. Let's do that. The one thing I dislike about the old world, the complexity of rules and interactions are great, but when it comes down to semantics and definition, grammar of words, the fun escapes me. Yeah, me too. I don't enjoy that level of grind on it. And I honestly, I don't usually engage with that sort of thing, but sometimes there's one that's like a brain scratcher, and then I'm like, let's have a think about that, because that's interesting. So we're going to write a nomadic war list. Let's have a look here. So Gobbo war. Let's see what we're working with. Shane loves the little details. Yeah, no, it's great to know you, because you can work out all of these things and tell me what the answer is, and then I don't have to puzzle through them, which I do appreciate. So the brief was nomadic war, full-on gobbo chariots and wolf riders. What the fuck are we doing? So we're going to start with Kicknick, surely. So Kicknick gives us lots of things. So hit and run, I think, is interesting. Don't go slow. So if you win a round of combat, you can fall back in good order instead of following up or pursuing. I don't know how often you're going to use that, honestly, but it's nice to have. But it does make me think that maybe I don't go for a massive unit. Maybe he sits with like a mid-size unit. He also has all sneaky-like, so you can give plus or minus 1. Yep, so that's good. So we probably run at least 1 unit of ambushes, because it would be rude not to. So if we're going ambushes, for ambushes I really like having bows. Can they have banners? Ooh. I can't get enough poison shooting in the back line. Can I? Can I? What if I did, though? With reserve move and feigned flight. Or maybe not feigned flight. Maybe we just go reserve move. Because they don't have fire and fleet. Oh, they do have fire and fleet. Oh, God. How many points does this come up to? We'd definitely go for a musician. And probably the boss as well, for the better leadership. So... I mean, that's interesting. That is something. There would be skirmishes, so maybe we don't go that heavy. Maybe we just go 12. This might be like horribly unwieldy, but let's give it a go. Let's see how that plays out. Wolf chariots, I think I'm interested in running 2s with characters. So these are just like ablative wounds, basically. And since they're ablative wounds, we may as well give them standards. So if we go like 3, maybe 4 of these, because we're going to need some characters. So we're going heavy on the characters. Let's go Goblin War Boss. Ooh, we definitely want some Goblin odd knobs with War Magic, and I think we go 2. So we want to go Wolf Chariot level 4. Give it standard as well, and let's just duplicate this. So let's just get fuck it. What does Kicknick bring stat-wise? Leadership 8. Why skirmishers and why not a close order break? Because this is a unit that I'm thinking is probably going to ambush, and then come on from the backfield. Because I've got Kicknick, they're probably coming on as soon as possible. You can make a very durable Goblin Warboss and Chariot. You can, but I feel like they need to kill something. So let's start off with the odd mob. So we're going to go 1 War Magic, and we're going to go 1 with Elementalism. So I think the Elementalism one is the one that needs to have Plague of Rust, because all of our impact hits are coming in from Plague of Rust. So let's go Lore Familiar, Power Scroll. Ed Button Hat. I think everyone gets an Ed Button Hat to give them +1 impact hits. I think that's fine. So we've got Elementalism Caster, which is good. Got a War Magic Caster who we're just going to have to, like, trust to roll. So let's go with... There's nothing good that we can give him. I mean, we can give him Idle Open Mork, I guess. Gork, sorry. I always forget which one's which. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And we can go Ed Butting Hat as well. Okay, so both of these are good. Rob's version of Rule of 3 let you take 3 Goblin Bosses, 3 Goblin War Bosses. I think it would take both. Yeah, I don't think it's come up. So I'd have to probably drop Kick Nick if I wanted to go that far. Because if we just go big bosses, and then we go Wolf Chariot, and then we go Great Weapon. How do we want to equip these? Like, what's the base version of this? Is there a nice cheap version that we can just rock and roll with? I don't think there is. I guess we could go Troll Hide Trousers, Light Armor Shield. I don't love that. I mean, it is a 5-up ward and a 5-up save in combat. 5-up, 5-up. For 137 points, I think it's aggressively okay. I think we probably don't finish writing this, but we probably draft it or something like that. One-hit wonder. Yeah, I like the one-hit wonder, but I think it probably goes on the war boss. Let's make the most of it, you know? Still give him a great weapon for future turns. And we can go Meteoric Iron, and we can go Talisman, and we can go... Ooh, I don't think we want the Trollhide Trousers here. I don't think there's any point to it if we're going Meteoric Iron. So let's not go Meteoric Iron. Let's go Trollhide Trousers. And let's go... Is there anything else that we combo this with? Maybe we just go Pig Sticker. Wallopers one-hit wonder even. How many points is that? 85. And we've got a Talisman, so we don't need a Charm Shield. Sure. So that takes us to a 5-up, 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 or 4-up, 5-up, 5-up. That feels okay. If you want to take Shield and One-Handed Weapon, I recommend taking Charm Shield. Yeah, the 5-up in combat with Great Weapon for these two. Oh, that's a good point. You get it the 5-up from the Wolf Chariot anyway, right? So there's no point going for... Yeah, let's just take the Light Armor Shield off here because they may as well be naked because they've got a 5-up save already. Yeah. At which point is the Trollhide Trousers better? I guess it's fine because it's regen anyway. Maybe it's not the Trollhide Trousers, but I don't... I mean... You could give one Armor of Silvered Steel for a 3-up save, and then you could give the other one... Dead Hard Armor, maybe? Full Plate. Give him a Charm Shield as well. He's too many points to give the Wallopers one-hit wonder. So we take off the Charm Shield, give him the one-hit wonder, and give him a normal shield, and then we take the wonder off this one. Yeah, that feels okay. Triad is expensive, but it's probably decent. If you do that, I'd go for Light Armor and Charm Shield. Yeah, but then, like, what are you equipping them with? Just hand weapons. That doesn't feel good. I guess you can give them Cav Spears. They don't have choppers, though, so that feels pretty rough. Also, we're 86 points over, so I guess we just bin one of these off anyway. So at that point, this one just goes Trollhide Trousers. Oh no, because it's too expensive. So I think I really want the one-hit wonder. So we can just go that and then go... I guess... Like, there's just doesn't feel like a good loadout for a one-hit wonder character. So I guess we just go Silvered Steel Great Weapon, and that's fine. And we'll also make it a BSB with the War Banner. Only having a single save is a bit rough, but fuck it. Fuck it, we'll do it live. And then this one we'll go back to giving the... Wallopers one-hit wonder. There we go. Does that put us over on points? 7 points too many. I actually don't think the... Idol of Gork is super important. Oh, in fact, let's drop the Idol of Gork, which is 40 points, because then we can go... your countdown points, yeah. But you can have a headbutt and hat as well. That's... Yeah, there we go. Look at all those impact hits. This is terrible. Who's not... Wait, is he not on a chariot? Oh, fuck. How many points is he now? That's so expensive. 35 points too many. Alright, so I have to fix this now because this is just cooked. I don't think he needs the troll hide trousers, right? Yeah, that's fine. Light armor shield, at which point we can drop that. Sure. Does this say that you have to use a hand weapon in following turns? Oh no, because it's a magical hand weapon. So I probably don't even want to put that on you. That feels rough. So much headbutton. It's a night out in Glasgow. Whee! Standard bearer as well. Sure. Although there's no point giving them the standard. Or maybe we do and we take it off the chariots, right? Because if every character has it, it's still giving them the bonus because you can't double up on the combat res there. Yeah, that feels better. Like, I would put it in the core instead for points, but I also don't want to give up chariots, so if my characters survive, which they're more likely to, that feels pretty okay. What the hell do we put the rest of the points in? Like, am I allowed to take good units as well, or do I just take... I don't know. Maybe we go a big unit here with the big red raggedy flag to get them up to weapon skill 3. Cavalry spears, light armor, close order horde. It still doesn't feel great, honestly. This feels pretty rough. Do we want to bump any of the units up to... Pump wagons are not going into this list. They are terrible. I refuse, sir. Look at this. I know it's only 35 points, but 2d6 move, strength and toughness 4, 3 wounds with a 6 up armor save, and then you get into combat and... Yeah. Snotling meta incoming. Not in this list. We have written that list before, though. I mean, this is kind of fine, right? I think this is a good enough place to end it. I'm going to muse on the concept. Snotlings are pretty good. Oh, yeah, no, Snotlings are good. We've written that list where you just take, like, 120 or something. Snotling pump wagons are terrible. But yeah, no, probably just going to call it here. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for watching. Good times had by all. And, yeah, we'll be back at some point. I haven't got a video planned for Sunday yet, because I don't want to just put out videos for the sake of putting out videos. So if I've got something that I think is a good video, I will record it and put it out. If not, I'll be back for the live stream, another tier list coming on Tuesday, and there'll be another video coming Thursday, because I don't miss the Thursday uploads. But yeah.